Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, which is all about how to generate passive income from a diversified portfolio of high yield funds. In today's video, I want to give you a quick overview of the new online broker that I'm using, Questrade. So if you've been following me for a while now, you know that I've used to use TD, the TD broker, since the beginning, right? But I recently switched over everything in Questrade. The switch has been completely done finally, like you've seen in my last portfolio unveil video. So why exactly did I move from TD to Questrade? Is it because I don't like TD or I'm concerned or worried about those $10 commissions? No, not at all. I actually like TD. The biggest reason or the main reason why I decided to switch everything to Questrade is because I didn't really have a choice. So if you don't know this, TD does not accept accounts from non-Canadian residents for tax purposes. So as you know, as most of you know, I moved to Panama recently. So eventually, when I file my next tax return, I will file to become a non-Canadian resident for tax purposes. So TD, I would have to lose or move my accounts anyway. So I preemptively moved the accounts to Questrade because the main reason I went there is Questrade does accept if you're a non-resident for tax purposes, you could keep your accounts there. So I decided to make the switch right away. And in today's video, I'm just going to give you my experience and my overall impression with Questrade so far. I actually have a lot of experience with brokers because I used to use TD and I also manage some of my family's monies, and some of them use BMO, others use CIBC Edge. So I actually have experience with three different bank brokers as well as Questrade right now. So I'll give you my impressions of Questrade. Do I think you should also switch to Questrade? I'll give you that in this video. And at the end of the video, I'll let you know how if you switch to Questrade, how you could get $50 worth of free trades or commission-free trades. Let's get in it right away. So just a quick note before I get started here. I'm not going to give you a full tour of the Questrade broker in this video. I'll tell you my impressions and what I really like about it and what I don't like about it mostly. And keep in mind, this is from a perspective of an income-focused investor who just buys and holds, so doesn't do much research in the broker or anything like that. So I'll give you my impressions, go through all my points. I'll show you some stuff in Questrade as well. But the focus of this video is really going to be my initial impression, not really a tour of Questrade. You could find plenty of those videos online, and keep in mind that they keep updating their application and software, so you might look at one from 6 months ago and then Questrade updates their website and it's not valid anymore. So let's start with my impressions. The first thing that I noticed right away is that it's very, very online friendly, much more online friendly than the banks, because there's a lot of basically online options where you don't have to contact the bank, you don't have to contact other brokers. You could do everything, pretty much everything online. To this day, I still have not spoken to anyone from Questrade. I've had correspondence with them via email. I've used the chat support. I'm going to talk about that in a second, but I've actually never spoken to someone on the phone in order to open all my accounts, transfer all my accounts, turn on the drip, etc. I've done a lot of stuff, which I'm going to go through, but it's always done online. So that's the first thing that I found that's really, really, really good, positive thing, especially if you're busy and you're working. You don't have time to wait on the phone an hour, 2 hours, or worse, have to go in person to meet with someone at the bank. So that's the first thing I'll notice that I noticed. So opening accounts, very, very easy. Changing any information like personal information, salary information, employment tax information, very, very easy. You could do everything online. Turning the drip on or off, very easy. You could do it online on your own. TD, I wasn't able. I had to call them every time if I wanted to turn a drip on, right? Or to change my address, had to call them. So these are really good things, if you want to save time here. Also, a really cool thing is when you're transferring accounts, let's say you're from TD or Edge and you want to transfer your accounts all to Questrade, you can also do that online, which I found was really amazing. Whenever I had to do it with TD or whatever, it was a big, I had to call and I had to give them the account numbers. In some cases, I even had to fax them a sheet with the account number. Questrade, you could actually do all your account transfers seamlessly online without ever speaking to anybody, and they all went through fine for me. So that's a huge, huge plus. So first thing, biggest thing, I would say very, very online friendly. Second thing, the support. So as you know, support, right? If you have to call or contact your broker, it could take time. You could be on the phone for a while. So what I really like about Questrade is they have a chat support and it works really, really well. So anytime I had any type of issue, I used the chat support, very, very quick, didn't have to wait. So you could chat with them during business hours, of course, instead of calling, which is also really, really good. Also, whenever you open any new account with Questrade, you do get your own personal kind of butler, if you will. So somebody, you get an email a few days later, somebody introduces themselves and say, look, my name is so-and-so. If you need any help, here's a website if you ever want to book an appointment with me to chat. I found that was really, really cool. So you kind of have your own little advisor, which is pretty awesome. And if you have several accounts and over 250,000 total, you get to become a platinum member. And when you're a platinum member, you get your own dedicated email support and phone support. So you get to skip a lot of those waiting lines if ever you need some support. So you get some VIP support if you have over 250,000. I'll show you that, of course, in a second. So that's also really cool. So that's big advantages in terms of support. I really liked Questrade for that. I haven't had an issue, and my experience has been really well so far. In terms of account, managing your account. So let's go through a few of the stuff that I noticed. So first of all, big advantage, they have dual currency accounts. So in TD, CIBC, BMO, if you want to open a US RRSP, for example, you got to have a Canadian RRSP, US RRSP. Questrade, they're dual currency accounts. So you only ever have one RSP, one TFSA. If you have US currency, US stocks in there, it's not a problem. They're a dual currency account. Very, very convenient. So if you have US stocks in your RRSP, you get the dividend in US dollars. It's not converted automatically. If you have US funds in a Canadian RRSP, it's converted every time. You have to put it in a US RSP. So instead of having, a Canadian currency account, a US currency account like I had to have in TD, it's just one. So dual currency accounts with TD, with Questrade, sorry, very, very good. Also, when transferring money, either when transferring money out or transferring money in, it always worked for me, and it was always 2 business days, and sometimes 1 business day, so very, very quick. Of course, you have to expect a 1 or 2 business day delay for any transfers, because that's completely normal. Also, another cool thing, if you're transferring an account from TD or any other broker into Questrade, sometimes that broker will charge you a transfer fee, and usually it's about $150, something like that. So when I transferred my TFSA, TD charged me $150 per account. Cash account, $150 per account. Only the RSP was free, probably because there's laws protecting that. But Questrade does offer a up to $150 credit if TD or your other broker charges you to transfer. So I found that was really cool. So I literally got those, I paid $150 for 4 accounts. So that's $600. So I got that $600 back from Questrade. I found that was really cool. Very easy to withdraw funds, right? If ever you want to withdraw your dividends, very, very easy to do that. There's multiple options. You could do a wire transfer, international wire transfer. Of course, those cost money. But if you're just sending it to a Canadian bank account, it's completely free, of course. You'll get your money in 2 business days. Didn't have a problem with that so far. Drip. So the drip with other brokers, you could have problems. Sometimes they drip something, especially on the US side, right? They drip QILD, but they don't drip RYLD. I had that experience with CIBC, or some of the more funky stuff like the ETNs, they don't drip that. Questrade, they basically told me, and I could tell you this for sure, everything is drippable no matter what. So very, very convenient with that. Very low fees. I mean, you're looking, it is considered a discount broker, so obviously the low fees is really, really good. ETFs are sometimes free, so sometimes I've bought things and it cost me 30 cents or 35 cents, a couple of dollars. So it usually ranges. It depends what you buy, how much you buy, but really, really low fees. So that's obviously a very, very big plus. No issue getting dividends on time. You usually see it the next business day. So whether you drip it or not, you always see it the next business day. Never had a problem with not seeing dividends. I heard a lot of negative things with Wealthsimple, for example. Never had a problem with this so far. You also have access to a software called Passiv. So Questrade members get this software for free, and it's normally $100 a year. So this software, Passiv, which we'll look at it in a second here. It's a free, it's not free, it's $99, but it's a software where you could basically do all your trades with this one platform. It connects to your Questrade account, and it has added functions where it tracks. You could set your portfolio percentages. So let's say you want to have only 5% in this fund and 5% in another fund. You could set those limits. And once you go over or under, I believe the software will notify you. So it's good, pretty cool software where you could keep a watchful eye on your portfolio with ease. So I didn't download it yet, but I'm planning on downloading it and trying it out. I'll let you guys know how it is. But this is free only for Questrade members. Very big plus, because normally it's $100 a year. So those are the positives. So mostly 99% of my experience has been really, really good so far. Again, the biggest pluses is really very, very online friendly, good support, very easy to do stuff, and you don't have to waste time on your phone. Low fees. Also, get that $150 credit if ever you're moving stuff over. So what are the negatives? The only negative I could see is that if you're making a really, really big order, it's possible that it's going to be over $10 commission. So I was a bit surprised when I bought $33,000 worth of BTCY in my Lira account. My commission wasn't $10, it was $17. So these are, I contacted them and they told me that these are ECN fees. So ECN fees are basically extra fees in case, I'm assuming if it's a big amount or it's an uneven amount. So if you're planning on buying giant qualities, that's one negative. Maybe you'll pay a little bit more than $10. And it was 17, it wasn't the end of the world, but still, I don't want to end up paying more than I have to. I guess you could always do smaller amounts as well, but that is literally the only negative I found with Questrade so far. So I'll just show you a couple of quick things that I showed you or talked to you about rather in Questrade, and then I'll tell you how you could open a Questrade account and get $50 of free commissions. So I'll just show you a couple of things here in Questrade, just so I know I talked a lot, I didn't show you much. I'll show you a couple of things, but in terms of broker, this is a very simple broker. I don't think it's really, the best one probably to do research or anything like that. But for passive income investors, I think it's really, really good because you don't need any of that fancy stuff anyway. So to check your activity, so when you click on account activity, you get all your accounts here and you could see every single account activity. So, they all have it, TD, CIBC, it's all the same thing. So this is where you're going to see everything from your deposits to your drips, to your withdrawals, to your conversions, your dividends, your trades, fees and rebates, everything for each account listed. So really, really cool. It's all in one place here. Also, you get monthly statements for every single account. So obviously, this is a Lira. I actually had opened it by mistake. It's a non-existent account now. I actually had to open a locked-in RRSP because it was in Quebec. But for every single account, you could get a monthly statement which will tell you absolutely everything, including all the income, all the dividends. So this is where the December statement is probably going to be your most important, right? Because for your TFSA, you could get the total amount you've extracted, so you know how much you could put in next year. So for every account, you get a detailed monthly statement, usually a couple of days after the month has finished. And remember, I was telling you that you could basically do everything yourself by doing everything online. So there's a list of forms here that if ever, here's the drip form, for example. So if ever you want to upload something and process something like turning the drip on or off, you find the form and basically you upload the form here, and under the right account here, you put the name of the document, you just put whatever name, the document type, whatever it is, and you upload it, and then somebody from Questrade will process it 1 to 2 business days. So it's really, really quick. And if ever there's a problem, the only ever problem I had is because I made a mistake. They will email you to tell you that there's a mistake, you have to redo it. So really, really cool. This is what I go back and said. It's very, very online friendly. In terms of withdrawing funds, you want to withdraw your dividends, very, very easy. I have a saved bank account here, so if you're transferring it to a Canadian bank account, it's basically electronic fund transfer, no fee, very, very easy. You could also do an official wire transfer, international wire transfer. Those have fees. Never had a problem, always got it the next business day. I was telling you about the Platinum membership here. So Platinum membership, 250K value or more, plus I think you have to have 3 accounts or more. You have your own line that you could call, so if ever you need to reach them, and also Platinum support. So you email platinum@questrade.com if you have any worries, you get accelerated service. So I found that was pretty cool. This is one of my favorite things. I was able to move all my TD stuff without ever talking to TD or Questrade, believe it or not. So this is where you make the request. So you click start request, you choose your institution. So I chose TD, put the account number, next, finish. That's it. It literally took 30 seconds, and about a week or 2 later, all my stuff was moved from TD to Questrade. Of course, it's much easier if you just select all in kind, right? So another thing is the passive free software that you get. So Questrade members get this for free, $99 annual value. This is, like it says here, autopilot for your portfolio. So basically you could personalize this, you could rebalance it. It's automated rebalancing software. It'll tell you if one position is going out of 5%, for example. You could specify, okay, HYLD, I want it to be 10%. If it goes under or over, it'll notify you. So it could easily help you to manage your portfolio. And from what I've heard also, you could actually place trades and do everything in this software. So you basically never have to open Questrade again. Pretty cool. So I will be downloading this, trying it myself, and I'll let you guys know how it is now that all my Questrade accounts are complete. So if you want to move to Questrade, I'm not trying to convince you here, but I feel that it's a really good broker, especially if you're going to be a buy and hold income investor. It's very online friendly. There's a lot of positive here, very low commissions. Everything is dripped. You could drip everything. I know Wealthsimple doesn't have it. So in my opinion, probably one of the best discount brokers in Canada. But like I keep saying, the broker you choose is probably the least important decision. But hey, Questrade, I have to say, I have a really good experience thus far. So how can you get $50 of commission-free trades? Well, I do have a code, an offer code, Passive50. So when you go on Questrade's site and click open account, first of all, really cool. You just select all the accounts you want and click on open now, including join margin. So this is another cool thing. You could actually click on all the accounts that you want, and then it's much quicker instead of doing it one at a time. So once you do that, there's a place for an offer code, and just put in Passive50, hit apply, and you'll get your $50 free $50 commission. I'm not sure if it'll apply on every single account. I think it's only on one or in total, I believe. But hey, $50 is $50. So if you're transitioning and you want to make some sales and whatever, you want to buy some stuff, $50 could get you a lot of stuff in Questrade because the commissions are actually very low. So I'll put that in the video description below as well. So either you click on the link, the URL, which if you click on it and then go to open account, it'll automatically fill this out. Or when you're at the screen, you simply put Passive50. So that'll give you your $50 in commission-free trade. So there you have it. I hope this was informative for you. I really like Questrade so far. And if you're thinking of switching for whatever reason from a bank broker, or you're just starting, I would strongly suggest Questrade. Thanks for watching, everyone. Really appreciate it. Make sure to hit that like button, that thumbs up button. It helps the channel grow, so it's a win-win. Also, make sure to subscribe if you're not already subscribed, not to miss out on my future content. It's all about income-focused investing. And also, you got to be subscribed if you want to participate in my surveys, where I ask the audience, I ask you what topic you want me to cover next. So very important. Subscribe, hit that little bell button so you are notified of any new videos and any new surveys as well. Make sure to check out our website. We have a website, passiveincomeinvesting.ca. That's where you could purchase my digital product that I'm very proud of, the ultimate DIY investing package, which is on version 3 right now. So this is a reference tool. It's a companion tool to help you build your own custom portfolio. It's good for Canadian investors and American investors. So it covers both the Canadian and American stock markets. It has sample portfolios as well, multiple sample portfolios for different investing styles. So it's a very cool product, and it does come with lifetime updates. So you only have to purchase it once. My intention is to come out with a new version every single year. So you purchase it once, you never have to pay for it ever again. You'll get the lifetime, the updates for free forever. Also, right there on my homepage on the website, I do offer a one-on-one coaching session. If ever you want a little more personalized help, it's a 1-hour Zoom call with yours truly, a one-on-one with me, where you could ask me anything you want. We'll go through your situation and I'll give you my opinion on how best, I'll help you best I can, basically based on my opinions. Just keep in mind that I am not a licensed or registered financial advisor or financial planner. We also have a Facebook group, so join us there, Passive Income Investing, over 11,000 members. We try to get the spams and the scammers out of there as quickly as possible. So it's a very clean group. Everyone's asking questions, trying to help each other, and it's a really cool and fun community. If you want a little bit more personalized stuff on our day-to-day life, follow us on Instagram as well. We recently moved to Panama, so if you want some more information on more personal stuff, you could follow us on Instagram. My mission, the mission of this channel, will always remain the same, everyone. It's to help everyday, regular, normal, working people to invest on their own, do-it-yourself investing, right? In order to build their own stream of passive income to enhance their quality of life and when they become financially free, financially independent. Very important goal. So as usual, I continue to stay safe, everyone. Stay healthy, and of course, stay passive. See you next time.